if you want to listen. I recommend one yoga block today and a set of light and medium weights or whatever, you know, floats your boat for these classes. And I think we'll get started unless if anybody has anything to share or say, announcements. Okay, awesome. Well, I'm so glad you're all here. As always, you make my day. Let's get started. So today we're doing a lot of half goddess poses. So we're actually going to start prone on our bellies in half goddess pose. So when you lay down on your belly, cactus your arms out, look to the right, and bring your right knee out. And that'll let you start to open the fronts of your shoulders and your hips, your inner thighs. And see if you can get the right knee and the right ankle in line. And you might have to adjust. I know sometimes it's not comfortable to lay flat on our bellies, so it's okay to adjust any way you need. Maybe placing a pillow or underneath your torso, chest, belly, hips, whatever you need. Just take some time to breathe. Nice cactus arms. And of course, if it's more comfortable for your head to be resting on the right ear, looking to the left, you can always try that. Just whatever feels good. You want to be comfortable. And we're going to find the shape a little bit throughout class today. So it's a nice place to begin. And then to get into our shoulders just a little bit deeper, slowly lengthen your left arm straight out to a T in line with your left shoulder. We're going for iron cross here. So pivot your left toes in towards the middle of the mat. Bring your right palm by your right shoulder. We're gonna lift up onto our left hip, rolling onto that left shoulder to really open it. Maybe you bring your right toes behind you on the ground. And then you have the option here, if it's comfortable, to bring your left palm to the sky. Right arm comes back, maybe reaching and capturing those fingertips into a bind. And then the last little add-on, if you want, is to bring both feet to the ground, let your knees reach for the sky, and try to rest your head back to the mat. And you can gauge how deep you go into your left shoulder, so really pay attention if it feels good. If it doesn't, come back out. Nice variations, everybody. And take a deep breath in, fill up your lungs. And as you exhale, bring your right palm back to the earth. Come prone again, all the way to your belly. And slowly switch over to left knee out to the side. And take your gaze to the left, so right ear on the mat. And see if you have the space, if it's comfortable, to bring your left ankle and knee in line with one another. And just rest and breathe. And support underneath your chest, your hips, your belly as you need. Gentle stretch in the neck here. Little opening into the left hip. Left groin, inner thigh. And then the same thing, our iron cross. This time straighten your right palm all the way out to a T in line with your shoulder. And you can bring your left palm by your left shoulder, point your right toes in towards the middle of your mat. So you can press yourself up onto your right hip, maybe stacking your hips. Bring your left toes maybe behind you or keep them in front of you. And then option to take your left palm all the way up behind you, maybe to your low back, or maybe interlacing your fingers to a nice bind, rolling the shoulder heads down your back, letting the heart open. Filling up the lungs, bringing oxygen to your brain. Take a nice deep breath in. Bring your left palm to the mat as you exhale, slowly coming prone out of it, all the way to your belly. Untuck your toes behind you. Set up for your cobra pose. Bring your palms, fingertips in line with the nipple line. Exhale out all of your breath. When you inhale, cobra pose, Bhujangasana, lift your heart. Keep your gaze soft past your nose. Press your belly into the ground. Help support yourself with your palms for this first back bend. Squeeze your glutes, lift your knees. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, release. 2 more times with your breath. Inhale, cobra pose. Shoulders roll down your back, peel your heart open, engage your core. And exhale, release. Just once more, friends. Inhale, rise up, nice and strong. Exhale, release. Palms by your shoulders, start to lift up as you breathe in. Child's pose, exhale, bring your toes together behind you. Send your hips back towards your heels. So give yourself a moment here to stretch your low back, stretch the spine, rest your forehead down, and let your heart melt towards the mat. You can walk your knees out a little bit wider to make some room for your torso, your belly, your ribs to flare open as you breathe in. And keeping your palms long on the mat, your toes and legs right where they are. Baby scorpion, inhale, lift up as you peel your heart forward. Keeping your arms straight, lift the toes and point them, kind of arching through the back, letting the heart peel forward. And then when you exhale, send it back to child's pose, feet down, hips on top of heels, 2 more times with your breath. Flow with your breath. Let your inhale guide you to peel the heart. Let your exhale nice and slow, stretch the back. Think your cats and cows through the spine right here. One more time. Inhale, melt forward. Shoulders soft down the back. And exhale, take it back to your child's pose. Nice, this time on your inhale, tabletop. Come up any way that feels good. Cool, and then a little bit of organic movement here. Anything that feels good. You could do regular cat's cows. You can flare and sway side to side with your hips. Anything that feels right. I'm gonna add a little bit of wrist therapy in because we've got lots of planks and side planks. So from your tabletop pose with the palms under your shoulders, take your fingertips towards the left and right outer edges of your mat. Maybe you tuck your toes here. Do 3 circles in one direction, nice and slow, and then 3 circles in the other direction. Just lubricating the wrists. Make sure you're flaring your fingers wide. You switch those directions now. You can still be rounding and rolling through the spine here. You just want to warm up everything. Starting to head back to your tabletop pose. This time taking your fingertips back to face the knees. And the knees are under your hips. Gently bend your elbows back. Peel your fingertips on the ground so you've got this cat claw grip. Just gently stretch the wrist flexors right here. Bending those elbows back, keeping that grip on the mat. Gentle pressure applied through the wrists. Nice, and then slowly come back, bring your fingertips forward, and flip the right palm upside down. And apply just gentle pressure here to your wrist extenders. Light pressure. Breathing deep. Go ahead and plant that palm, switch to the left side, flip it upside down. Applying gentle pressure. We're about to bring in some core work. So go ahead and plant that left palm. Nice, friends. Take a block in between your inner thighs. Squeeze it nice and tight. Some resemblances from our bar class this week. Go ahead and tuck your toes and hover your knees. Squeeze that block nice and tight. Really pull your navel towards your spine. Make sure your shoulders are squeezing to the outer edges of your torso. And let's start to lift the hips up and down while we squeeze the block. So we're not going all the way into tabletop. We're keeping the knees bent, but we're bopping the booty, working the core. Wrap your elbow eyes forward so you can have a soft bend in the elbows back. Just keep squeezing that block. Fill the core, maybe your quads light up. Got 8, 7, last 6. We're gonna go side to side pretty soon. And 4, 3, hovered knees in 2, and 1. Bring them back to about an inch or 2 off the mat. And we're gonna bop up a little bit and bop over to the knees point to the left. Keep your toes where they were. Bop up, come through center. Booty bop up, come over to the right side. So we're just bopping through center and left, center, and right. Use the core, keep the spine long. Woo, already feeling warm. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, hovered knees in 2, 1. Hovered knees, hold for 8, 7,
6, down dog in 5, squeeze that block, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Whew. You can put that block on the side, pedal out your legs, take a few deep breaths. Let the tension go from your neck and your shoulder girdle. Nod your head, let it hang heavy. Just pedaling it out. Nice, find some stillness, friends. Take a look towards the top of your mat between your hands, bend your knees, and then walk to the middle of your mat, ragdoll pose. Take this time to fold in half. Maybe take a bind, grab your elbow creases, or interlace your fingers behind the base of your neck. Stretch out the back line of your body. Pressure off your vertebra. Still letting your head just be heavy. Now find some stillness here. Release your palms to the ground. Bend your knees. And on an inhale, slowly round your spine up to standing mountain, arms by your side. When you get to the top, inhale your shoulders forward and up to your ears. Exhale them down your back. And then going in the reverse direction, inhale the shoulders back and up to the ears. And exhale them down. Very nice. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, Tadasana. And exhale, hands to your heart. Now shift the weight into your right foot. And then inhale, one leg mountain, left knee lifts. I look opposite than you. Let me fix that. Cool, big breath in. And as you exhale, half goddess, standing, open up. Now you have the option to take your palm over to your knee, gently support, lift the knee, maybe open it up a little more, whatever you need to do to feel that openness and support. And then come back to those goddess arms. If that feels good, open your heart, squeeze the elbows back, the shoulder heads down. Nice. On your inhale, come through one leg mountain. And on your exhale, just send that foot back for airplane pose. Stepping back and flying already. 2 nice long legs. Squeeze the shoulders down your back. Make sure your palms are facing the earth. And reach long through your fingers. Create some length in your neck. Take a breath in. Stay breath out. Nice. Gently land your toes for lean and fly, crescent lunge. Reaching long through the crown of your head. Stretch the right hip flexor. Reach through the crown. Keep squeezing the shoulders down. Press your feet down. Scissor the thighs. Take a deep breath in. When you exhale, it's low lunge, palms to the mat. Nice. You got some cat-cow lunges right here. So inhale, you can bring the back knee down, maybe even all the way to the mat. Open your heart. And then when you exhale, it's tucking those toes, hips back, 2 straight legs for your cat lunge. Stretch through the left hamstring, the left ankle. Nice. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. And one more time, breathe in, cow lunge. And breathe out, cat lunge. Now from here, bring your right foot just part way up, halfway up. Toes pivot out for pyramid pose. Just a little extra stretch across the backs of the legs, the glutes. You can always use that one block here. Support under your hands. Keep your spine long. And just breathe. Pull the right hip forward, left hip back. Or whichever side you're on. I think I switched because I was doing the opposite to frame you. Just take one more breath in. Let that exhale fold around your nose towards your shin just a little bit deeper. Nice. Find your low lunge. Block goes out of the way. Step it back to plank pose. From here, nice slow mountain climbers, knees to chest, or you can take them across to the opposite arm. Keep your spine long, pull the core up towards the sky. Make sure your armpits aren't collapsed, so press the ground away for 8, 6, last 4, 3, 2, high plank hold on 1. Nice strong high plank hold, friends, you're amazing. Take a deep breath in, downward facing dog, breath out. Inhale, soften your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, hop, or float top of your mat. Find your first big halfway lift. Nice long spine. Soften your knees, shift the weight into your toes, keep your heels grounded. Deep inhale, and forward fold in half, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up, standing mountain pose. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Nice, shifting the weight into your left foot this time. Inhale, one leg mountain. Lift the opposite leg from last time. I believe that's your right. And then exhale, half goddess, open up. You can always take your palm to the front of your knee. Try to lift and open a little more. Just get long and open in that standing leg hip flexor. Find some mellow breath as you hold that balance. Elbows come back a little more to feel the heart open. Pull your core in and up. Lift your ribs up from the hips. Awesome. Inhale, one leg mountain. And exhale, airplane pose. Fly it back. Hold in space. Shoulders squeezing down. Try to get the back covered leg lined up with your hip. Squeeze the hip a little bit. Squeeze the butt. Lift the leg just a tiny bit higher. Try to level your hips. Last breath in. And as you exhale, land your toes. Crescent lunge with airplane arms. Just take a moment here to feel. Open the hip flexor and the long leg. Heel high over the toes. Scissor your thighs. Awesome, just breathe. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, low lunge, palms to the ground. Cat-cow lunges, use your breath. Inhale, open your heart, really get into that hip flexor and groin. On your exhale breath, two straight legs, stretching the hamstring, the glutes, the outer hips. Even the ankle here, the calf. Inhale, cow lunge, heart open, shoulders roll back. And exhale, cat. One more time, all the way through. Inhale, cow lunge. And exhale, cat. Bring your back foot halfway up, pyramid pose. Make sure your toes pivot out, kind of like a warrior one, just a little bit. Maybe you bring that block in under your palms. Nice long spine, shoulders down the back. Bend your right knee just a little bit if you need to. Working into that right hamstring. Pull the back leg hip forward, the long front leg hip back so you can level the hips together. Take a breath in, reach long through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, fold and round. Maybe your knee comes towards your shin. Nice, one more breath in. And exhale, low lunge, block and go to the side. Step it back to high plank. Awesome, friends, from your high plank, mountain climbers round 2. Pick up the pace a little bit more this time. You can go medium or full speed. Light off the toes, pressing. Squeeze the knee up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, down dog, into, and 1. Downward facing dog. Woo! Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, soft knees, look at the top of your mat. Exhale, walk, hop, or float there. Halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold, release it. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, sweep the palms, the heart up. Sitting down and back in the heels. Wherever your shoulders feel good is where it's at for you. We're gonna pulse it. So you can have your knees apart, or you can squeeze the big toes and the inner thighs together with the heels spread apart. Just bop up and down. I want you to imagine, though, setting the butt down. And try to keep the knees pretty solid. So hips come up and down, but it's mini motion. Woo! Press the heels into the mat. Maybe you lift your toes off the ground. A little more activation in the fronts of the legs. Nice call. Nice, everybody. Keep it a little bit lower. Squeeze the butt cheeks for 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, and 3, and 2, hold it low, and 1, just hold. Hold, 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 hold. Send your shins back a little bit more. Take a deep breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Woo. Halfway lift, inhale. And high plank, hold here. So friends, chaturanga if you want it. Otherwise, maybe a round of mountain climbers. And then we'll meet back in downward facing dog. After you take that breath in for your up dog, and that breath out, downward facing dog all together. Nice, Kirsten. Inhale, soft knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, hop, or float, top of your mat. Halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold, release it. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. And exhale, hands to your heart. Shift the weight into your right foot. Inhale, one leg mountain, left knee lifts. And exhale, open up, goddess. Here's where we get to add on a little bit. Take it to your tree pose. You can point your toe to the ground, to your calf, or even hike it up into your hamstring, to the inner thigh. Now from here, the same arm as your knee, your left arm, palm faces forward. Go ahead and press your arm into your leg into your arm. Get that isometric pressure. Reach your left arm or the opposite arm overhead. Take a deep breath in and add on a side body stretch. Keep pressing the palm and leg of your left hand together. Right hand, reaches up and overhead. Nice work. Okay, inhale, back through one leg mountain. Gently bring your knee forward. And exhale, fly it back, airplane pose. And go ahead and use that left glute. Tiny miniature pulses right here. Maybe you point your toe. You can always tap the toe to the ground and lift for a little more stability. Maybe your hands come to your heart here instead of flying back. Squeezing the left butt, that's our focus. Ha. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly land your back leg. Inhale, crescent lunge, arms come up. Set it up. Hug those thighs. Squeeze the navel in. Take a deep breath in. And find that lunged crescent lunge. Double dip right here. Back knee hover. Hands to heart. So I think you know we're going to pulse it right here. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Notice that front knee isn't doing the work. The back leg, the glute is, the knee bends and strains from here. Nice, so we get to add on that glute kick from here, and we'll do that in 4, 3, right foot is your base, 2, and 1. Take a breath in from your lower, exhale, squeeze and kick. Down, ha, down, ha. Really kick it back, use the glute. Stable on the right leg, so you've got that nice, strong right inner thigh burn. Whatever you need to do with your hands. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5 more, 4. Keep the belly pulling in tight, the spine long. Last 2, crescent lunge, 1. Woo! Take that breath in. Warrior 2, breath out. Shimmy and find a nice, comfortable place to hang. Awesome job. Let's take a bind. Roll your shoulders down your back. Interlace your fingers. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, pull the bound fist to the right hip. Take your gaze over the right shoulder, looking forward. Make sure your right knee didn't rotate in or out, that it's still just driving forward in the same direction as your toes. You should be able to see your big toe and toe right next to it, the ring finger toe. Index toe, I don't know. Whoo. Let this give you some awareness of where your hips are, your spine, the rotation of your torso should be open, nice long side bodies. Nice. Go ahead and release that, reach through your arms. On your inhale, reverse your warrior, sweep up and back. Keep the right side open, the right shoulder pulling back in line with the ear, or even back a little bit more. Commit to the lunge in your right knee. 1 more inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot back, high plank. Come down to a forearm plank, elbows under the shoulders. Heels stay high on the toes. And then open up to a forearm side plank, right hip to the sky. You can stagger your feet. You can stack them. You can always bring the left knee down. We've got some hip lifts here, so activate your left underside body. Dip the hips down, squeeze them up. Down, hook, down, up. Core pulling in tight. For 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Woo! Come to your forearm plank. Hold that forearm plank. Pedal out the knees here. Keep the spine long for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. High plank to down dog in 3 or vinyasa. 2 and 1. Press it up to a high plank. Chaturanga if you want it, or go to downward facing dog. Inhale, up dog. Nice, Jacob. Exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing, friends. Inhale, soften your knees, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, let it go. Inhale, Tadasana, rise to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Shift the weight into your left foot. Inhale your right knee up, the opposite side of last time in case if I'm crazy. And exhale, open it up, half goddess. Now take that front long arm on the right, press that palm forward, press the palm into your leg into your arm, so it's not really moving, but you have pressure. Reach your opposite arm to the sky, breath in, and find that tipsy tree. You can bring your leg over, I forgot the tree. Bring and connect. Or that extra challenge, you don't have to connect, you can reach. A little extra bonus there. You got it. Side stretch, shoulder back, breathe. Now on your inhale, come all the way back up, long arms, knee forward. And exhale, airplane pose, fly it back. Use the right glute to squeeze. Make sure the foot is about in line with the hip and try to get it a little bit higher. Hands can come to your heart. You can bend the left knee. We're working the right glute, hamstring, boom. For 4, 3, we've got crescent lunge in the second version of this, and 2, squeeze, 1, squeeze, land the toe, crescent lunge. Woo! Take a deep breath in, just feel the length in the torso. And exhale, double dip the back knee. Double dip cones, double dip knees, you got it. Pulse it right here. Hug the inner thighs. Find your balance, so feet still want to be about hips width distance apart. The left knee is stationary, just a little hinge. The back leg is doing that work. Try to keep the torso pretty much up and down. Exhale as you lift. Let your butt do some of that squeeze and lift work. Last 4 and 3. Then that big leg extension kick in 2. Left foot is base. 1. Come down, breath in. And exhale, kick. Tap, kick. Land, exhale. Ha! Whoo! Squeezing the butt. Shh. Try to be stable on the legs. Land and kick in control. Do what you need with the arms. Make it work. Squeeze the butt for 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4, 3. Nice stable left outer hip burn. 2, crescent lunge on 1. Take a breath in. Warrior 2, open up, breath out. Whoo, shimmy it around. Feel good in the body, maybe sneak in the stretch. And then settle into some sweetness. When you're ready, take a bind, roll your shoulders down your back, elbows stay slightly soft. Inhale. When you exhale, bring the fists to your hip. Left hip, look to the left side, past your shoulder. Make sure your knee is forward still. Get the hips level, the long side body. Little gentle stretch in the right shoulder and the right neck, side of neck. Just a couple deep breaths. Nice, friends. Release that. Stretch your arms out. Reach forward and back. Now on your next inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach for the sky, and then reach overhead towards the back or front of your mat, wherever you're at, whatever angle. Settle into the lunge in your leg. 1 more breath in. Low lunge, breath out. Step it back to plank. Come to a forearm plank. Shoulders and elbows stacked. And then right side is base, left hips to the sky. We're gonna pulse it right here. So you can stagger your feet. You can stack them, flex your toes. Right knee can be down. Press into the calf if that's the case. Light up your right underside body. Press your right forearm into the ground. Avoid collapsing the shoulder here for 8, 6, last 4, 3, forearm plank in 2, and 1. Return to your forearm plank. Nice, strong, set it up. Now pedal out your knees 1 more time. Woo! Peel the belly up towards the sky for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, high plank in 2, and 1. Press it up to high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale your up dog. Woo, nice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing work, friends. Take a deep breath in. Let a deep breath go. Inhale, soft knees, look forward. And exhale, move top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, release. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale. You got it. All right, from chair, we've got some curtsy lunges. So go ahead and step your left foot back and behind the midline just a little bit. From here, hands can come to your heart wherever's comfortable. We're gonna dip that back knee to a hover. Now check the front knee. You want the knee and toes in the same direction. I usually have to pivot my toes in line with the knee. And from here, just lift and lower, you know, lower and lift. Hug the inner thighs, dip the back knee, use the arms however you want. Squeezing those inner thighs, feeling a burn there in the quads and the butt. Now I like to add on to things, so we're gonna count down and then add on a lateral leg lift in just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now go ahead and lift that long back leg to the side. Hold. Tap it across the midline, toes touch the ground. Squeeze it back up. And then return to that curtsy. Just like that, friends. We're gonna lift. Yeah, Kirsten, tap. Lift and lower. Squeeze the butt, the inner thighs. Use the core here. Get some work out of it. Feeling that inner thigh light up when you lift. Let's go 4 more. 3 to go. Wherever you're at's fine. We're gonna meet in the same place anyway. 2 more. Woo! Check in with that balance. Last one, make it good, make it count. Hold it out, tap, curtsy lunge, land. Woo! Let's pulse our curtsy lunge when we get back. Nice and low. Hug the thighs. Shoulders over hips, yeah? Squeeze everything together for 8, 7, other side, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Bring it forward. Take the opposite leg back. Cross the midline. Curtsy lunge. Take it down. Back knee hovers an inch or 2. Pivot the toes to go in the same direction as your knee. Lower lift. Stationary front knee. Back leg doing the work. Make your core work. Pull it in. Knit the ribs in. Yes. We'll add on our lateral leg lifts in just 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4. You know where to go from here. 3, 2, and 1. Extend that long leg up. Hold it. Tap forward. Squeeze it back up. Back to curtsy. Take it low. Lift. Take it across. Lift. Squeeze it down. Shh. You got it, friends. Glutes in mad fire. Woo. Shh. Not for too much longer. Yeah, whoops, I'm adding on my curtsy lunge because I'm getting all crazy. Let's go, just 4 more. Woo. Last 3, at your own time, your own speed. 2 more. We will pulse our curtsy lunges. Give me 1 more lateral lift, all the way through, tap, lift, pulse those lunges when you get there. If you're already there, you just get extra pulses. Shoulders over hips. Squeeze it all to center. Feel that outer hip light up for 4, 3, 2, some cardio in 1. Woo, shake it out. Oh my gosh, my butt. All right, friends, let's do some jumping jacks. Ready? Get at it. Woo. Nice, you can always add on, crisscross the legs. Maybe you have cactus arms, whatever feels right. 8, Pick those knees up. Press off your toes. You got it. Awesome job. When you land toe heel. And when you pressing off the toes, maybe the heels stay lifted the whole time. We've got butt kickers, heel to glute in 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Now take the heel back. A little stretch for the quad. You can crisscross or keep it parallel with the thigh. Whew. Yes, friends. We're gonna come to facing the length of our mats for some ice skaters in 3, 2, 1. Whew. So you cross through the back, press and switch. Switch, switch. Whew. That back foot doesn't have to touch the ground. Maybe you touch the ground with your hand. So many options. That landing leg on the side, press off those toes. The little toe presses, propels you. Last 4, 3, 2. Woo, football runners, 1 more. Woo, yes. Oh my gosh. Fast on your feet. Holy moly. You got it. You can step it out and in. Maybe you travel your mat. Don't conk out yet. We're almost there. Last 4, 3. We got big stretches in 2 and 1. Step it out nice and wide. Take a deep breath in. Big sighing breath out. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now bring your elbows wide. Got this nice squat position. Bring your feet forward, however. Can be wide. We got a squat twist. Lift your knee to opposite elbow. And go side to side. Use the core to lift the knee. Use your exhale breath. Twist. Keep the spine long, elbows wide. Little standing core. We will get our weights soon. Can you squeeze your butt? Send the hips back. Yes. 4 each side. Last 3. 3. Woo. 2 more. Standing side crunches coming up. Give me 1 more. Mother side. Woo. All right, elbows stay wide. All right, same knee, same elbow. Lift, lift, lift the knee. Bring the elbow to the knee. Get that side crunch, crunch. Yes, feel it. Core in, knit your ribs in. Check your balance. We don't want to be flailing around. Be pretty solid if you stand the foot down. For 4, 3, 2, 1 more standing core. Boom. Bring your elbows to a W. Feet are about hips width. Keep your gaze forward. Knit everything in and just twist side to side in control. Using the arms, so actively flex your biceps here even though we're not holding weights yet. Shoulders down the back. Keep your gaze forward or focused on something in front of you rather than following your hands. That'll keep the core locked. Can even practice Uddiyana Bandha here, your yoga practice, that abdominal floor lock as well, just pulling it all in, that root lock. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, shake it all out. Take a deep breath in, fill up that belly, create some space. Sigh the breath out. Nice, friends. Inhale, mountain pose. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And a chaturanga dandasana or straight to down dog from here, whatever you might need today in your practice. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, friends. Inhale, soften your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk upper float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, release. And grab a set of bicep weights. I'm getting my mediums, my 5s. And stand up, chin hands to heart. Nice. So from your chair, stand up mounted actually. Shoulders down your back. Shift the weight into your right foot. Lift your left knee up, one leg mounted. And then open up to your tree or your goddess, but plant the foot so you've got that tree. You might need to put both weights in the other hand. Wherever your tree lands is great. Now bring the weights face up, W arms so you've got wide arm bicep curls to a hammer. We're gonna lift, lower, then rotate in, weight head face up and down, hammer curl. Rotate back out wide, squeeze the back. Bring it in about 90-degree bend as you lower both ways. Exhale to lift, check the balance. Very challenging with the balance. Press your foot into your leg back into your foot equally. You got it. For 4 more. Last 3. Keep your elbows about by your torso, 2. Last 1, both ways. Now bring it in for a bicep curl. Gently bring it into one leg mounted, hover your leg in front of you. So we've got a twofer. Take a deep breath in. When you exhale, bicep curl, but stomp on the brakes with your leg. Inhale, rebend the knee, 90-degree bend in your elbows. Exhale, kick. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Get length, but feel the engagement. Flex your toes, toes point up. So you've got some activation in your quadricep as you kick out. Shoulders down the back, heart open. You've got 8, 7, last 6, just 5, hands to heart in 4, 3, 2, 1 more, boom. One leg mounted, hands to heart. All right, let your weights face down. The weight heads can go long, shoulders down your back. Extend your leg forward. We've got a deadlift, so sweep the leg back. Weights can hang. You can even touch them all the way to the ground on your shoulders for some stability. And then rise, whoops, rise, back up, toe flexes forward. Lower, inhale. Lift against gravity, exhale. Take your time, spine stays long. Right ankle doing a lot of work for us here. Let's go 4 more. Keep the core tight, friends. Pull the navel to the spine. Last 3. Just 2. Final 1. Stand it up. Step it back, crescent lunge. Hands come to your heart. Nice. All right, crescent lunge. We're gonna hinge forward. Weight heads face back, wide rows, breath in. On your exhale, cactus arms out wide, squeeze. Lower, squeeze. Down, squeeze back, elbows in line with shoulders. You can always bring the back knee to the earth here if you prefer. Let the back do the work. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find a low lunge, friends, and step it back to a high plank. Now take one weight in your right hand, left palm is under your shoulder. We've got some tricep kickbacks from here. You can always bring the left knee down. Hug your elbow back, breath in. Exhale, press your palm to the sky. Down, press, down, press. You can always bring that left knee down. Keep the right leg long and engaged. Keep the elbow high. Press through the tricep for 4, 3, 2, high plank on 1. Put that weight down. Vinyasa or downward facing dog, up to you. Woo. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, soft knees, look forward. Exhale, travel forward. Halfway lift, inhale. And fold to release. Grab those bicep weights. Inhale, mountain pose, hands to your heart. Oh, stay here. Shift the weight to your left foot, lift your right knee this time. And open up, find your tree pose. You might put both weights in the opposite hand for a moment to set it up. Same thing as before. Wide arm, pivot forward, hammer curl. Pivot out, exhale, And exhale every time you lift. Be gentle on your wrists as you make that transition. Keep your spine long. Make sure you're not hunching and slouching in the shoulders and the back. Activating your biceps here for 4. Last 3. Just 2. Last 1, both sides. Woo! Hands to heart, find that one leg mountain. Set up for your bicep curl, weights face in, take a breath in. When you exhale, extend your leg, curl the arms. Inhale, center, exhale, kick forward. Stop the brakes, heavy. Fire up the quad, flex the toes. Use the core, bring the knee in high. Make sure your palms stay in line with your shoulders and elbows. Last 8. Strong standing leg here, friends. 6, 5, navel to spine. Last 4, 3, 2, keep your knee up on 1. Woo! Let your weight head space down. Go ahead and extend that leg. Take a breath in. Lower. Woo! And exhale, rise up your one leg deadlift. Lower it down. You can always put the weights all the way down if you'd like. Exhale, lift. Try to pivot the heel and crown of head at the same time, keeping the spine long. Shoulders squeeze down your back. Nice balance. Let's do 4 more. Last 3. Nice and smooth. Last 2. And give me just 1 more. Rise it up. Boom. Crescent lunge. Step it back. Awesome. Set up for those wide rows. Cactus arms. Weights face back. Breathe in. Exhale. Squeeze. Lower. Lift. Open the chest. Squeeze the elbows back and slightly towards the midline. Work the back muscles and the pectorals. Nice. 8, 7, 6. Scissor those inner thighs for 5, 4, 3. Last 2 and 1. Low lunge. Step it back to high plank. Right palm on the mat under your shoulder. Left palm squeezes the elbow high. Tricep kick back. Take a breath in, elbow high. Exhale, extend the palm. Lower, lift. Little finger to the sky. Shh. You can always bring the same knee down as wrist. Keep the core tight. The opposite leg nice and long. Woo! Elbow held up. Last 4. Go triceps. 3, 2, 1. High plank, vinyasa, or downward facing dog. Whatever your body needs in the moment. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job, friends. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Come forward, tabletop pose. Hi, Tito. Water, quick sip of water if you need it. And then we've got some booty hydrants. So taking one bicep weight behind your right kneecap, knee crease, squeeze it in. Tabletop, strong core, breath in. And as you exhale, hydrant, leg to the side. Lower, lift, lower, lift. You can always do this without a weight. Keep your long side body on the left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, other leg in 3, 2, 1. Bring your knee down, take that weight to your left leg, behind the knee crease, squeeze it in tight, set it all up, breathe in, and exhale, hydrant, leg out to the side, 90-degree bend, then lower, lift, lower, lift. Use that exhale breath, squeeze the knee up and out, feel the inner thighs open, the glutes, and the outer thighs, the hips working strongly for 8, 7, 6, 5 more, you got it, stay with it, 4, 3, bring this weight to the opposite leg in 2, and 1, knee down, take that weight back to your right knee. knee crease. Donkey kicks. Flex your toes. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, stomp your heel to the sky. And then knee to knee and stomp it up. Squeezing the left glute, squeeze. Squeeze. Keep your spine long. Reach through the crown of your head. Pull your belly up for 8, 7, 6 more. Point your toes to the sky in 5. Little pulse at the top in 4, 3, 2. Hold it up right here. 1. Point your toes. Pulse that leg up. Try to get the knee in line with hip and then lift a little higher. Squeeze, squeeze, and squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee down. Bring that weight to the other leg. This is it, friends. Donkey kick. Breath in. Exhale, heel to sky. Down, up, down, up. Squeeze that butt. Woo, you got it. 8, 7, 6 more. Flexed foot. Last 3. Point your toes up in 2. Hold it up right here. Point toes to the sky. Pulse it up. Use your hamstring. Squeeze the butt cheeks. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Knee down. Take that weight out. Woo! Shimmy the hips side to side if that feels juicy. Nice. Come to your sitting bones. Take the feet wide. Windshield wiper the feet side to side. A little self-massage for those outer hips, that glute. Nice work today, everybody. We've got a little core, and then we're out. Go ahead and take your bicep weights by your sides. And lower down for some core. All the way flat to your back. Weights are not in your hands right now. They're just off to the side. All right, point your toes to the sky. Interlace your fingers behind your head, elbows wide. Scissor leg bicycles. Use your inhale to lift and your exhale twist. Alternating side to side. Opposite elbow, opposite leg. Now keep your legs long here. Pull your belly straight to the ground. You can go fast, you can go nice and slow. Try to lift the shoulders off the ground. Try to lift up, tap towards your leg. 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, basic gym crunches in 3, 2, and 1. Boom, feet to the ground, hips width apart, low belly, navel to the earth, breath in, and exhale, squeeze and lift head, neck, and shoulders. Release and lift. Lift as you exhale. Head's heavy in your hands here. Lift from navel to sternum. Keep your gaze at the sky. Feet in the ground. Nice job. You've got 8. This is it, core. 7, 6, 5. Lift that heart just a little higher. Last 3, 2, and 1. Nice, friends. Woo! Maybe you windshield wiper your knees side to side. Sway your head side to side. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Make sure your feet are planted, hips width distance apart. Shoulders down your back, and grab those weights for some chest presses. Bring those weights so the palms face forward. You have cactus arms on the mat, elbows and wrists line up. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, press straight up above your face, or rather above your heart, not your face. Lower, slowly out wide, and exhale, repress to the sky. When you press up, fill your belly button, squeeze down. You can really press through straight arms here. Nice job. Last 8. 6. Elbows hover at the bottom. Last 4. 3. Keep your arms at the sky. And 2. 1. So bring your palms above the shoulders. Let the weight heads face in towards one another. Feet stay right here. We're going to work our triceps, so elbows stay up. You can bend those arms to the sides of your ears to frame and press straight back up. Work the triceps right here. Boom. It's a variation of what's lovingly called your skull crushers. Press up. Avoid hitting yourself in the face. You can always go a little bit higher, bring your elbows more above your eyes, and bring the weights above your head towards the mat behind you. Whatever feels like it's more effective in your body. Belly squeezes towards the earth. Just keep that there. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, this is it, final 1. Woo! Bring those weights off to your side, friends. You're amazing. Take your right arm across your torso, capture it with your left arm. Just give yourself a little shoulder opener here. Right shoulder feeling open, peeling off the mat, but keep it off your chin and down. And take your left arm across, capture it with your right arm. Just squeeze that shoulder open, but keeping your throat open at the same time. Nice. And take your arms long by your side, palms in the earth. Bridge pose to stretch the core, feet, hips width. Press your feet down. Inhale, lift your hips and heart to the sky. And walk your shoulders down your back. Chin off of chest. Maybe take a bind if that feels right. Press your forearms down. Lift the heart a little bit higher. Deep breaths in and out. Feel some space in the soft belly. Press your feet down, lift your hips 1 more inch up. Take your last breath in here. Exhale, release your bind, lower your up to mid to low back on the mat. And take your soles of feet together, knees wide, bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana. Hands can be out wide, the arms wide, release some hot air from the body. Or place your hands on your torso and abdomen if that feels more comforting to you. Gently draw your palms down by your outer thighs, draw your knees up, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, supine figure 4. Maybe your left knee squeezes in towards your chest, you can thread your arms through. Flex your right toes, maybe your left toes too if they're off the mat. Shoulders melting into the ground, maybe let your eyes close here. You can invoke Ujjayi Pranayama breath, breathe in and out of your nose deeply. Kind of absorbing some of the nutrition of your practice while letting go of the bits your body doesn't need, that extra hot air, tension. Nice, and when you're ready, gently switch sides. Left ankle over the right thigh, flex your toes, draw your right knee into your chest or keep that foot on the ground, up to you. And then re-soften your shoulders, open across the collarbones, the throat. Feel as if your brows are dripping off to the sides of your face, so the middle of your temple, well, the temples in the middle of your forehead are soft. When you're ready, unwind and hug your knees into your chest. Maybe gently rock side to side, press your sacrum a little bit, the low back. Then tee your arms out wide and release your knees to the right side of your mat. Maybe shimmying your hips to the left a little bit so you have space and your spine can stay long from tail to crown. Look up or left here. Breathe. And then bring your knees back through center with a nice strong inhale. And gently release your knees to the left. Maybe you shimmy your hips to the right of your mat. And settle in for supine twist. Right shoulder in the ground. And look up or to your right. Backs of hands heavy, back of head heavy. Feeling a nice gentle openness above the right outer hip. Maybe even across your IT band. And friends, with your next breath in, unwind, bring the knees up, squeeze into a tight ball. You have a few rounds of breath here for happy baby or any other shapes you might want. Like happy baby because I like that engagement of the legs, the knees by the ribs, and then the openness as we can extend our hamstrings, point and flex the toes, whatever feels good. The gentle rocking, the softness. Just a couple more rounds of breath with whatever you're exploring today in your practice. Whatever you need, getting all the last little bits of motion out so you can settle in for some stillness. As you're ready, tight ball, squeeze everything together. Maybe bow your chin into your knees. And take a deep breath in here, having loving gratitude and kindness for yourself. And then exhale, release to end your practice in your Shavasana. Legs go wide, feet flop open, hands to the sky, shoulders down your back. Let your breath take on a natural rhythm. And I'll move us on in just a moment. And for the last few moments of your class, I'd like your mind to wander to thinking of something kind you've done for somebody recently, maybe today or just something this week, just one small gesture, something kind you've done. You can let that kindness that you shared warm you up from the inside out. Because every time you're kind to someone, it's just a gesture of sharing that kindness. And that kindness can ripple effect on and outward into the rest of the world. So let's share more of that kindness, especially as we come into the holiday season. 3 more deep, slow inhales and exhales in and out of your nose at your own pace, your own rhythm right here. And either taking one more full deep breath in and out or finishing off the breath you're on. And then when you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll out your wrists and your ankles. And maybe take that big good morning stretch. Even add on a yawn or arch your low back up. Open and close your mouth. Trace your teeth with your tongue. Whatever you need to do. And then you can always hug your knees into your chest from there. Maybe gently loll off to your favorite side. Heavy, but supported with both palms. Gently make your way up to a comfortable seat when you're ready. Try to let your eyes remain closed. Let yourself situate and orient back up with gravity. Bring your hands onto your hips and just lengthen up through the crown, lifting the ribs. Sigh that breath out. Maybe bring your hands to your heart and join me there. Sharing that loving kindness, friends, that's what it's all about. I want to thank you for every little thing you do for yourself and for others out there in the world. Let's bring our hands up to our third eye space, that light and intuition. It goes deeper than we give ourselves credit for. And from my heart to yours, and in much gratitude, thank you. Namaste.